Erin has just always had this natural way of drawing human interaction with animals, where the human almost becomes more human by interacting with the animal, and the animal takes on a whole new personality by interacting with the human.
I love animals because of how they require you to behave as a human. When I was little and I was learning how to approach them, when then you were calm and quiet and you invited that animal into your space and they came, it felt like magic.
Anybody that chooses to get to know an animal has no choice but to work on their sense of empathy, because empathy is the only language you can really share with an animal.
For me, drawing all those animals in Amos again, it's like coming back home. Although it's been a long time, right? So I feel like 15 years later now, they get to be introduced to a whole new set of kids, and I'm excited to do that.
Everything about the character of Amos McGee visually kind of feeds back into who he is. The way he stands, the way he leans towards somebody when he's speaking.
I try to be really careful about the way he moves through space, the way his spine curves and the way he moves towards an animal within his bony body. Because I think that tells you that he is somebody who tries his best. I love snow days. I love winter. I love how quiet the world gets. Obviously, there are good snow day books, but in this book, actually the tension is not about what happens in the snow, although you get to have that reward, but the tension is actually the waiting. And that was every day of my childhood in the winter, is just wishing it would snow, and then it didn't.
I think it was nice in a snow day for Amos McGee to spend a little bit more time with Amos in his home. So much about winter is about being inside and creating a space of warmth for yourself.
Drawing the whole team as they all came inside after playing in the snow for so long, that was really fun. The challenge of getting an elephant and a rhinoceros and everybody to sit in Amos's house is actually, it's one of the things I like doing the most.
One thing that people have really responded to over the years is the handmade quality of this world. All the color in Erin's work is made by carving blocks of wood and printing from those blocks of wood. There are mistakes, and you can see the mistakes. Erin always finds a way to work around those things and keep them, and then the art ends up being, I guess, more human because of it.
Amos was my first book, and I won the Caldecott medal.
Yeah, it's funny because it's the most precious object in our studio, but we don't keep it out.
No, I can't look at it. To win the medal for your first book, under the assumption that it's not your last book, it was important that I kind of put it away for a while. And now that it's been 15 years, I feel better about taking it out and looking at it.
Yeah, I also have a better appreciation now than I did then for how unusual this is to begin with. The world of Amos McGee is very stable and predictable. It's not trying to talk above the volume of the room. And I think that's been part of its staying power too, is that it's inviting you to come to it instead.
And these little books about what happens every day that we're trying to make, where it's not a big thing that happens, but it's these little things that happen throughout the day. I think grown-ups can sometimes forget that those little things are big to kids.
It's their whole life.
It's their whole life. And I hope that when they read this together, that they're both able to connect for a minute and navigate the world together.